I know there was a lot of things that I was planning on doing from the last videos, and I'll try and address those. I did get most of them addressed, so actually if you look at it now, you don't see pretty much any of the wiring harness anymore. So I did take all of that completely apart and rewrapped it in wire loom, so you basically don't see any of it anymore, other than right up at the very front. You can see some of the wire loom. So everything now is at the front of the motor, where you can't even see it, and so that it looks a lot better. I did, as you can see, I fixed the air intake, and I forgot if I mentioned it on one of the other videos, but because you're taking an LS motor that is normally in the front of the car and you're putting it mid-engine, you actually have to turn that air intake 180 degrees so that the air intake is now kind of pointing towards the back of the motor. So there's some modifications involved in that, but again, what I did here was, rather than having the dual intake that came all the way back here over top of the exhaust, I just did a single intake to one side, and then I can mount the mass airflow sensor pretty much anywhere along there. So it makes it a lot easier, and it works really well. I got the exhaust in there permanently, so I have that, and I did do some modifications again to the rear end like I said I was going to do. So I do have some cutouts there, and again, some mesh will go into there, and also on the other side, and also in the top here, the back, which will allow a lot more ventilation. And as you can see, I also have the mounts there for the rear spoiler, and that is going to, so they didn't, basically it was supposed to just be mounted to the fiberglass body, which I didn't think was very good. Putting all that downforce just on fiberglass, I didn't think that was going to last too long, so I ended up manufacturing a bracket. You can barely see it, but I just started welding it here. So it goes basically mounts to here underneath the fiberglass, and that gets mounted by 4 different supports directly to that transmission bracket. So all that downforce is basically going straight down to the chassis. So that should be a lot better, more secure.